Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Marina of Spring, Day 16, The Death. Let's get right to it. There were 2,461 zombies that came knocking upon our door. Oh, what's this? The gates were open. Therefore, 2,461 zombies got through. There were 4 victims in town, and somebody got terrorized, and all hell broke loose. Let's take a look at the deaths. The victims in town on Day 16 were Bar Brady, Dark Numerian, Sir Look, and Jeet. Outside, the carnage was just as bad, simply because most of us weren't camping, getting ready for our Season 5 jump, so we defiantly stood in the face of the zombies, and it cost us. Buckminster, Bucky, he went down. Chubis went down. Gibbs Slater went down. Havendes went down. Hello Saturn, Impotent Panda, Anule, Sketch 121, and the Storm all fell. But I heard that there were some survivors. I do believe one, if not both, were camping, and the only 2 remaining who will not be joining us in the next jump anyway are the ladies. Dable and Jenny did survive, and one of those 2 very well could get last woman standing. But let's report on all of the deaths through the entirety of the town. This is considered the end credits of our little film, and so I'm just going to make a little list here of everybody and their deaths. I'll show their last words and occasionally click on some souls and give a little bit of shout out to everybody that made this possible. So here we go. First one up was Ghostly Kid. Death by murder. Actually, we all know the story. He accidentally drank the poison water from the ruin, and that ended him right away. Of course, last words, simply because died by poison, was the same that you get every time. The murderer was, and we never learn who the murderer was. But yeah, there we go. Next up, Shamaras, killed in the world beyond on Day 1. Not sure what it was, and he didn't leave any last words. I kind of forget, maybe forgot to log in and didn't come home. And then on Day 2, Laban, killed in the world beyond. Probably about a same story. I remember him saying something somewhere. Probably forgot to come on or overslept, something like that. Next is Curious Lemur, and his last words to us all are, "So sorry guys, was fixing bike and lost track of time." I'd kind of like to know what kind of bike, Curious Lemur. Bicycle, BMX, Harley Davidson. I mean, what the hell could be more important than die tonight? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Iene, Wootini! You remember that one? Killed in the world beyond. Last words? Sorry guys. Yeah. Sorry about that too, Iene. Day 4 also, we lost Blanc. Died of dehydration. Maybe he didn't like the fact that I compared him to Bugs Bunny. So, just stopped drinking. Then, a couple of days later, Fire Dancer died of dehydration. And I remember making a joke early on in our series that it was kind of interesting that someone who has fire in their name dies from the lack of water. And then moving on, Day 8, a couple of days later, we lost Albert, well, what I call him, Albert Bob. It looks more like Albert Ad-Lib. We're going to call him Ad-Lib. There you go. Killed in the world beyond. No last words. Says in his comments, had to join Meta. Well, we can all understand that one. Then, also on Day 8, Grimmy fell. Killed in the world beyond. His last words, "Good luck, guys. Go, go, go!" Kind of reminds me of a Japanese cartoon. There we go, Grimmy. Thanks and good job. Next up, took a few days, but we lost another. Epoxy, killed in the world beyond. Very experienced player. His last words were, "Real life, a chronicle undersleep is lethal for your character." I do believe that means I overslept. Yep, that happens. I haven't been clicking on souls simply because the soul pages are really messed up, especially for those members who participated in COT, Clash of the Titans, and a lot of us in the Sevens meta and our guests did participate, so I can't get any kind of soul page to show you. I might randomly attempt here a couple of times. Let's just see. Clicking on Epoxy, we have got we've got a soul going on right here. There's Epoxy. And this is also the new soul page. I think unanimously all of us players actually hate this new soul page, but he's got 629 points, 81 heroic actions. Well, this can't be right. Look at that. 8 ranked towns, 1 legendary town, 3,888 total soul value. That's amazing. That's awesome. That's Epoxy right there. Look at this. He's got an atomic death twice. Twice. Man, that's something. This is worth scrolling through. Let's take a look here. Anything else of really amazing? A couple expert editions. 86 extreme projects. 9 times generosity, just short there of the rare title, I think. There we go. Last line of defense, 9 times legendary towns. A little bit of luck. Wow. That's an amazing soul right there. 3,888. That's right up there with the likes of people like Harry Pot and that Fudgy Cakes person. Anyway, that's beautiful. Moving on. Closing the page. Let's keep going. We got a lot of people to cover and not a lot of time. Scrolling back down. Let's keep it going here. Probably don't really have time to click on souls anyway, but I might do it here and there. Next up, on day 13, Lyros went down, killed in the world beyond. And this is when we were entering the end of the days anyway, and we began camping and fleeing the town, knowing that our Season 5 jump was coming up and the numbers weren't looking good. So we went out and camped, and Lyros did successfully camp for a night and then did not pull it off a second time. And her last words were, "Bury me with my favorite mouse toy." As we all know, Lyros is our favorite resident cat, and she wants to be buried with her favorite mouse toy. And then in her comments, 22nd. Yay, teamwork! I'm only assuming that means that this town ranked 22nd. I haven't actually looked it up. And let's, real quick, because I know Lyros wasn't in COT, we can see her soul. Gee, Die Tonight is great. Desert Wasteland, it's like a giant litter box. Yep, there's our resident cat right there. And here's her soul. The major highlights, according to Motion Twin, is she has used 28 heroic actions so far, 589 soul points, 26 extreme projects, and 4 role-playing distinctions. Very nice. Quick scroll here through her stuff. See what she's got in here. There you go. Sorture. A little bit of French still going on. Kind of bugs me that Motion Twin still hasn't gotten the translations completely done. But she's got herself a Wonder Construction and a Sand Castle. Very nice. Moving on. Good job, Lyros. Closing the page. Let's move on back down the line. Running out of time. Larm, killed in the world beyond on the same day. His last words were, "Too bad season hit us." Yeah, we probably could have gotten several more days out of this, especially if we would have done the camping rotation. Genghis went down. He didn't have any last words or comments. Genghis is one of our trial members who has been doing very, very well. Perpetual Sin, one of our greatest planners. He was killed in the world beyond as well. He was camping down at the field hospital with Impotent Panda, and for whatever reason, the RNG got him, and his last words are, "Fark!" And that's it. Then day 14 rolled around, and oh, this is when we really lost him. We lost Elgin. His last words, "Great town." Way to go. And Jimmy Blanca, who really never said much in the forums, if anything, really. Didn't have any last words or comments, so really no surprise there. Rock Admiral. Rock Admiral was a random citizen of the town, and he lasted the whole way through, doing very well. His last words are, "Not yet. I will not die." Yeah, you will. He died. Stereo Tommy, good old Stereo, eaten in town. You can see that this is where the Zeds got through. He didn't leave any last words or comments. Chain, also dead day 14. His last words were, "Never forget the fallen." Well, perhaps that's what these videos are all about, a way to memorialize everybody. We will not forget the fallen. Tollers, he was eaten in town. He had no last words. Chubis, he was killed in the world beyond on day 14, camping. He didn't have anything to say for himself. Come on, guys. We need more people with final comments. You know you're going to be in a video. Let's do this. On Yule, another one of our trial members. He was killed in the world beyond there. He has no last words. Next up is Bucky, Buckminster. And he had something to say. His last words are, "Future towns, please note, Alaron shuns strictly utilitarian contributing player, not griefer." Thank you very much, Bucky, for saying that about Alaron. It was not his fault. However, I have spoken to Alaron, and he is not really wanting to come back to the game. It's unfortunate. He got a shun on his soul, and he just didn't want to keep going. But hopefully he'll change his mind and eventually come back, and these kinds of messages will help him out in the future. Here we go. Hello, Saturn, member of my coalition. Didn't leave any last words. Shame on you, Saturn. Come on. And last few, as I have a few minutes left, here's myself, killed in the world beyond. Finally, I went down. I killed a few Zeds and used every last bit of AP I had, and even fought some Zeds with my bare hands, and I even killed one. I got me another fight of despair out of that one. And my last words, Seven Sins Town. I told you all not to die tonight, but did you listen? No! Of course, it's inevitable in this game. Impotent Panda, killed in the world beyond, day 14. Town at the end of the season, it was fun, guys and gals. The Storm, killed in the world beyond. Good job, guys. Alaron, his ultimate end was being eaten in town and no last words. Griffinbane, Griffey, last words, bite me, dearest zombies. I think they accommodated you there. 05 Joseph Smee, good old 5 Joe, eaten in town. Sketch, 121, committed suicide with cyanide, simply because we all realized that we needed to get ready for our next jump. Heavendes, last words, oh well. And that's about all you really can say. Barb Brady, eaten in town. Bring on Season 5. Jeet, eaten in town. Dark Numenorian, eaten in town. Surlook, eaten in town. I find it kind of interesting that some of our random members that we met are some of the last ones to die. And Azkit Case. Cyanide, killed himself so he could be ready for the next town. Fun Town, glad I survived this one. Yeah, last time it was not this long. Looking forward to more with the Sevens. You betcha. We bring you along, old basket case. And last but not least, Avarice. It is really nice to see him at the top there. Cyanide, getting ready for the town. But come on, Ava, throw me a bone. No last words? Alright, well, I'm about out of time here. That is the Marina of Springs, the Death Edition. We'll see you in another town. And please, in the future, don't die tonight.